Here he is, the big fella.
What
are you doing, brother?
Hey,
we're we're about 2 minutes off, we'll come get you. Whereabouts are you?
you see a little chopper? Oh,
See you soon.
I'll see ya.
Never compares to them with different work course, no matter what I'm making it. How it works out, golf plans, 29, 11.
Here he is, the lead horse, bro. How are you? Good?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Nah, nothing much.
That's you, bro.
Let's do this. It's doing everyone, it's Masi Rooc and it's the Westside Story.
What happened, brother? How you been?
Yeah, good.
Cracking along?
I'm just been scoping the that launch of that the latest drop, you know, the
How's it going?
SETBACKS.
How's it going along? Is this
It's going
What's
good.
the views at the moment?
Good. I think it's coming up to 100 now. Yeah, so it's doing well. Yeah, I just thought about this one last night. I was like, nah, I need to. If we're starting from here, then we'll go to this house first, you know.
Yeah.
So my auntie's, like I was saying, my auntie, my dad's older sister. So they came here. They were like the first ones here out of our family. I think this was late 70s.
From the islands? Oh yeah.
I think they went to New Zealand first and then came here. Spaniard done a.
Yeah, I seen that this morning.
Like, what a sick
mentioned that.
Man, yeah.
Truth, but man.
Yeah, bro,
You know what I
that's
mean?
exact, man. Like someone needed to say it, eh? Like.
He said it well.
Yeah, and he said it exactly.
Anything he says, he delivers well, bro.
The way he said it, man, I was like, fuck, that's so
He's got to.
true,
He's got to get back.
Right here.
He's got to get back into his music, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he might not. He probably still into his music. I don't know, bro. We just haven't seen anything new lately.
Yeah.
But Spaniard, new music, bro.
Yeah, all day. So you can't for saying that too, man.
Yeah.
Not
It reminds
just for
me of
but for everyone, like for go see him right here.
Right here. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is the stables. This is where the big horse came up.
It was this house, just here, eh?
This one here.
Yeah.
We'll rip it round. Rip it round and we'll get a shot out front. For sure.
Yeah. Fuck, it looks so small now, man.
It was probably big. It was the castle back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
This was the castle.
And all the like parents used to, like all the
Sit out
elders,
front.
Yeah, they used to, all the old men and that used to sit out here
mad.
being a little shit and you got no money and that, you go fucking 100 mum, dad and that one. Oi, come pick me up. Hang it up. You got the 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was plastic on that. Yeah. No, was it the? Didn't you have to say mention your name first?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
but
used
that to say that.
Yeah. Mum, it's me. Yeah. Mama, I'm on the corner. Look.
Yeah, but I would always come and just like stay here because I know it's the safe. Like I was one of those kids, like 10 years old, 11 years old, I would just train it here. Yeah, I'll just train it here and like stay here. Yeah, I'll just rock up all the time. Yeah, and I know.
Early hours, late hours,
there was
whenever,
always
any time.
Yeah. And then I'll just go to my cousin's school and like play. I walk down the road, Lewisham public.
He's in a different uniform and all.
I'm no uniform.
But no uniform.
Yeah.
Play touch you like
I'll just wait for their lunch and I'll come.
I'll bet he's.
Some setbacks, but I'll never let it stop me. My cards were empty, now the deck is all I got. Cause when we grew, I swear I did things that were not me. But I'm still with my brothers, yeah, I know they got me.
The struggle is real.
Why is the orange when a carrot is more orange than an orange? Why is orange called orange when a carrot is more orange than an orange?
Bro, could you imagine hearing that on a 2-day bender?
Yeah.
That would throw my brain into a
That's what I reckon
backflip.
it'd derive from.
I reckon I'll just start glitching.
Here we go. And we're off.
Bro, explain to me.
Yeah.
Masi, what is it?
Masi.
Masi.
My name.
That's, that's your name?
Yeah, so it's just Thomas in Samoan. So it's Masi is Masi.
Oh yeah?
Masi. So I just got the Masi, like, you know, everyone slangs it in like, just like shortens.
Yeah,
Any
so
name
it's just
in
an
Aussie.
abbreviation for Thomas.
Tomasi.
man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
And Rooc
Well,
is,
set that straight.
yeah.
Now Rooc.
Yeah, Rooc. So Rooc is like, you know have you ever played chess?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Rooc is the
legal.
what is it? It's the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the edge.
I like
And
that.
Yeah, so we got that because
Well, that's always moving
with
forward as
OC,
well.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Was that where
Yeah,
you kind of
usually
derived that from?
the first movement from Rooc is always forward.
Always
you know
forward.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's usually so. Yeah, that's where that derived from, and like, because but I spell it with a C because we all have a OC name, you know. And you have to have
okay. So there is a twist in there for that.
Yeah. It's actually spelled with a K, but like, yeah. So that's basically where I got that from. You know, we all like kind of came up with a name each.
Yeah.
And then So when it comes to time to like what's gonna be your rap name, you know what I mean? It was pretty easy for me, you know what I mean? Like,
It rolls off the tongue well as well, bro.
Masi
Masi Rooc.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking of maybe like dropping the Rooc, but always put in the Rooc piece. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't know. It's like for the sake of just simplicity, Rooc or Masi. You know what I mean? Just Masi, but maybe with the Rooc, like, you know, like make kind of like a symbol. Like,
Bro, half these rappers.
I don't know.
Half these rappers abbreviate their rap names anyway, bro.
Yeah. And like they're always just swiping through it.
Yeah.
So when he
What do you
like,
punch away on these?
Right, his phone's dead. It's like over there somewhere, but he'll put his hand out like
He's
that.
been offline for 2 days.
But he's posting stories. He's swiping up like doing those. But like when you're watching, you're like, fuck, he's being serious. This guy.
He's
like,
dead set.
And like he's
swiping.
He's seeing it. You know what I mean? Like,
if he's
like,
swiping, he's probably on
he's like,
Tinder.
nah, I don't want to.
Swipe right, swipe right.
But which way's you don't want them?
I don't know, bro. I've never used it.
I was nearly got you, right?
You know what, bro?
No, but how does it actually work? You got to swipe a certain way.
I think you swipe right if you want to put one through him.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. That was a bit ruthless. Remember I had that conversation the other day, like when an artist, and I find it the same. I find the same thing for me, bro. When I hit a wall, and I've got like a designer's block.
Yeah.
Some people can just put the pen down.
Yeah.
Take a few days away and come back to it. But sometimes, bro, I've got to hit the bottle, man. I've got to drink.
Nah, that's
I've got to,
I think even alcohol like can do that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's why a lot of artists,
bit
bro,
of a bender and just drink whatever, and then you come out and like, because I think like, you know, when you have something and you just let go of all your inhibitions and that, and like you're in like a personal space with someone, or even yourself, but like you can start to express in that, and like you break boundaries, you know what I mean?
I think for a lot of people as well, and I can speak for myself, bro, it breaks down the four walls of self-doubt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of time I have an idea, I'm like, oh, it might not work.
Yeah, exactly.
So I put it in the bank. But then
it's always there. Yeah.
It's always there. But then when those four walls are broken down, sometimes by taking yourself away, sometimes by a drink, sometimes by again, we're not condoning drug use.
Even life, like a big experience or like a big moment of fear, or like a big brave decision that you have to make, sometimes gives you that fearlessness of like what you just said. It doesn't always have to be a bender too. But I know what you're saying. Like it breaks down those four walls. Yeah. But the ideas, like for me, the ideas never come. Like the ideas always are still spontaneous. Like right now, like if we were just driving and then bang, like you know how it is. Like the light bulb goes on. You can't. I don't feel like you can
recreate it.
Yeah, but you can't manipulate yourself. Maybe you can, like, but for me, I can't manipulate. Like I can't just wake up and go, I'm gonna write a song.
I'm gonna go be creative right now.
I'll be like getting a pie at a shop, and I'll be like, oh, that's a mad idea, that's a mad song, you know, like I gotta go home and start, you know, like. That's
probably why it helps to put the pen down and just go out and experience things, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you hit that writer's block, different experiences, bro, and sometimes it doesn't have to be a pivotal thing, like it doesn't have to be major to go, oh, bang. Like you said, bro, you have a fucking pie, you see something, boom. I'm the same, bro.
Exactly.
jump in the car and take a drive.
Do you reckon that's a certain attribute for certain people, or do you think everyone has that? You know, like, do you think everyone has a creative, like,
I think everyone has a God-given talent, bro.
Yeah.
Whether it's creating music, art. You know what? I've always said this, bro. Is like we're put on this earth to inspire.
Yeah.
And if we stop inspiring one another, if there's you take inspiration away from all of us, we all stand still. We do nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Nothing gets done.
Yeah.
So whether this inspires one of the listeners or one of the watchers, the viewers, to go do their thing. We don't know what we can inspire with people with our words, our actions, our art, our music, our conversations, 100%. Anything like that. Like you said, you go have a pie, bro. You in a bakery, boom, something sparks you. So I think in our talents, we need to inspire. You know, you don't have to be the best footy player, the best artist, the best musician, anything like that. You could just be a good talker, a good listener, anything like that. And inspiration creates spark to develop anything, bro. Do you know what I mean? Develop the next idea, develop the next fucking thing that inspires the next man. And I think that's what we're all on this earth to do, brother, because that's the only way to move forward. You know what I mean?
You know, like, your vulnerabilities are also like the very thing that is gonna like connect you with whatever, you know what I mean? And like people are gonna like
connect you to anyone and everything. It makes you real.
Makes you real, exactly.
Who's real?
Yeah,
makes
exactly.
You real.
Exactly, you know. Which is for me, like that's what that song is about, like setbacks and that, you know, because I want the other.
Before we touch on setbacks, I'm gonna get that on charge.
Yeah, true. Oh, because it's not off, eh?
Yeah. It's off now.
Oh, it's not on, yeah.
It's warming up, bro. It's a crappy day. Bad day. I'm meant to have these on, brother.
Yeah, Queasy was telling me, he's like,
have these on.
Queasy was telling me, he's like, Parker's meant to have his green piece on, bro. And he's speeding too. This guy's gonna fucking lose his license again.
Bro, I'm meant to have them on, but like.
A green car? Nah, fuck that.
We used to do like park key, tees and shit like that. Boys would come out, parks come out like that. I'm not wearing that.
I've gotten over that stage now, you know.
Everything sorted. Yo, mic check 1 2. It's currently stranded on the road and we're about to get back on the road again. So let's go.
Setbacks, setback. Yeah, so that's what that was about. I can't remember what I was talking about. What was it?
Just with hope in jail.
Oh yeah, the hope. You know what I mean? Because like that's what also keeps you alive too. You know, like hope. You know, because it keeps you so alive. You know, like it's dangerous too. But I guess, have you ever read any Robert Greene books?
Nah.
There's one with him and 50 Cent. It's called The 50th Law.
We'll get onto that.
Right, it's hectic, man. He talks about this state. Like this state is like a state of place in your mind where like it's called the sublime. And the sublime is like when you can die at any second, you know?
Yeah.
So like every day, like you know when people say like, you know, seize the moment or like live every day as if it's your last.
Yeah.
You know, like they say it, but like
whether it really sinks in or has any.
So like the way I interpreted that, like what he was talking about, the sublime, because it was like you know, he talks about like what happened with 50 when he got shot and all of that, and like he went to another state in his mind where he was like, you know what, I'm gonna like do everything I can in my power and like that's when you start taking risks, like more risks, you know what I mean? Because if you know like you're walking on the edge of a cliff, you're always that close to falling off it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you tread carefully, but at the same time you're alive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, because sometimes I have days when I'm doing nothing, you know what I
I know it too. You know, I think we've all, like, not all of us, but you know, because some people do use their days, you know, but like I feel like that's, for me, that's where I want to be at always, you know what I mean? But because of hope, you know, sometimes when you fall, if you do fall, you fall hard, you know, and with setbacks, that's what it is for me. Like, all of these things were coming against me and all of that, and like I was in a place where I was like, do I dream or do I just, you know, like...
How much did having parole knocked back play a part into your jail?
Yeah.
Being like your jail time being extended? Was it like, did you come up to parole full of hope, ready to take on the world?
Yeah.
Then they take that from you,
in my head,
and then it's almost like, fuck it, I'm going on with it now. You want to do that, I'm going to do this.
That's exactly what I done.
Because how much
in my head, I was ready. You know what I mean? Like, I was probably like 24 or something, 25.
When you first got locked up, how long was you lagging when you first?
So it was, I had 3 charges. They sentenced me for 15 months altogether, and I had one, my COEs still pending, you know, and I done that 15 months, and then
you caught 15 months, and then I'm doing what?
And then I had 7 years. Yeah, but so the one with my COEs, we took that one to trial, and then they offered us a deal, and we took it, you know.
Yeah. What was the first 15 months for? If you don't mind me asking.
I was all violent charges, so you know what I mean, like, just because at that time I was in a bad, like, because I left footy, you know. I left footy on my own accord. I was still contracted, all of that.
Oh really? So nothing really knocked you off the perch for footy? It was just, that was a conscious decision?
It was my own, just not turning up. Like, I was starting to live a shit, like, you know, like running amok with the boys and that.
Just went down that path.
It was crazy because footy was the thing that took me away from that, you know what I mean? Because there was a good probably 4 or 5 years where I didn't go like running amok with the boys and that. Only when I was younger, you know, like 13, 14, we were out there stealing cars here and doing all of this like shit, and then I kind of like got into footy, and like I always had footy, but like I was actually making it to like rep teams and shit, you know what I mean? And like I started believing, fuck, this is what I'm gonna do. This is the way, like, for like to give back to my family and my like community and people and that, you know. So I thought like this is, and I had no plan B, you know. I'm one of those. It's just I'm 100 in anything.
Always,
not like bit of hope in that bit of. Yeah. It's just that whatever I do, I'm doing it all out.
I find a plan B distracts from plan A anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, and like, you know, when I was going to school, I still remember the teachers were like, you know, like, yeah, you're a good footy player and that, but what are you gonna fall back on if you get an injury? And like, oh, like to this day, I still feel like that's the wrong attitude to have.
100%.
You know, because you now you're focusing on something that the could be's and the what ifs, and you know, like, and when you start doing that too much, you know what I mean? What you said, like
well, the plan B
start creating all these different paths for yourself. Which one are you going to walk down?
You've got 100% to give to something.
Yeah.
You have a plan B that takes 10% away from that 100%. So you're already at 90% of your first plan of attack. How are you ever going to give it your all and really make it fucking happen if plan B is always here and go, oh, this doesn't work, I always got that? Nah. You've got to make it fucking work. Whether it takes 1 day, 10 days, 10 fucking years.
Exactly.
Always.
And I can't live any different, eh? Like, even a lot of psychs inside, they used to go, you're too black and white. You know, like, you gotta find the greys, and like, in a way, I get what they're saying, you know what I mean? Like, because not everything is like, you have to win or lose, you know what I mean? But it's just, that's how I am, you know what I mean? And I used to be like, I'm not changing that and blah, blah, blah. But I guess that's where vulnerability comes in again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you like, you know, like...
Well, allow yourself to be vulnerable and allow yourself to take a loss.
But there's calculated risk too, you know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
It's not like you just like...
But that's the thing, like, a calculated risk or not, you got to be willing to take a loss, but that doesn't mean you need a plan B.
Nah,
Take a loss, get back up, dust yourself off, try again. Do it again and again and again until it works.
Yeah.
Just because you missed the target doesn't mean you got to stop shooting at it. Just fix the aim.
All day.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You like that? You like that?
I like that one. I like that one.
Pack with the wisdoms on that.
But
It's true, but
no, it's true, but yeah, all day, and it's like, but I was just thinking, like, do you think that, like, having a, maybe, I don't know, maybe if you have a plan B, like, is that, like, maybe if you planned it that way, like, say I got a plan A, plan B, and plan C, is there a difference between having a, like, say you've got that set out for yourself, having all these plans, and like having one that might be like, say I'm gonna do this, but if I fall, then I'll do that.
Well, I guess if plan B, if plan B is going to bring you the same amount of fulfillment as plan A, then maybe have a plan B.
I think if it's to do with the same kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like,
just because you missed the target, doesn't mean you change it. You know what I mean? Just fix the aim. If you're going to take a different route,
like
to get to that place of fulfillment that plan A was going to bring to you, then I think again plan B is probably necessary. But having a plan B where it's completely different walk, this photo,
if I fall, if this goes wrong,
oh fuck it, I'll just go do this. You know, because it pays bills. As long as it's bringing the same amount of fulfillment or reaching the same goal, of course, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan fucking D if you have to have one. Fuck bro, I've got plan C 2.0. I've failed that many times. But the goal always remained. You know what I mean? The goal always remained. Plan B in the retrospect that, you know, fuck, the brand didn't work, I'm going to go do, fuck, I didn't have it, I'm going to go do nothing. It was always just like, a change and adapt, bro. Change and adapt. So yeah, plan B's, plan C's, plan D's. In that regard, I think 100%. I don't think have them in place.
Nah, if you,
But if you do fail at plan A, I guess replan, restructure, take aim, take your shot.
100.
But I think having a plan B, plan C, plan D from the jump takes away from plan A.
That's what I'm, what about balance though? Like, because for me it's like, that's the hardest, because I think like that, you know what I mean? Because I think like that, balance is so hard. Like, that's my struggles, like, a lot of the time, because because it's like, you know, like, I'll go hard at something, and then, you know, like, something will come up or something will interfere with that, and then I'll just be like, boom, I'm one of those, I'll go missing for 2 days. Not because I'm trying to run or anything, but because I'm in my own head trying to sort it out. And like, for me, that's what I still got to learn being out here, because inside there's no responsibility, you know, especially Segway. Like, all you do is wake up, train, go back to sleep.
And so your routine's forced upon you.
It's forced, exactly.
I guess have a balance between work and rest, bro. Work and rest, you know what I mean? And I guess that's where routine will come into play as well, where you go, okay, you can't work, I mean, fuck, we all try to, bro, 20 hours a day, this, that. But I think a healthy balance between what's going to allow you to get to point A is a healthy balance between your work, your play, and your rest.
Do you reckon you found that? Do you feel like you?
No.
Or it's always, I reckon it's one of those things, like, it's your whole life.
You're always working on it. That's something that you're always developing, bro. Well, for me anyway, man, do you know what I mean? Like, but I guess I've always said, oh fuck, what's the word I'm looking for when you do things in moderation. I always say moderation's for cowards, bro. You know what I mean? Because why half do something? You know what I mean? I've always said moderation's for cowards, but again, you got to find that balance where you can't burn the wick at both ends. You can't burn a candle at both ends, bro.
Exactly.
And expect to withstand the hands of time when you're chasing down those goals. To just go work, bro. You break. You burn out. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think balance, bro, is 100%.
At the end of the day,
an essential part.
We're not machines, you know. We're not designed to be like that, you know. But I spin out on the rock and that. Their work ethic, it's unbelievable, eh? Like, every morning, 4 in the morning, like, without a shadow, and he's traveling the world doing this at the same. Like, it's just, I don't know. When I see him, I'm like, wow, this guy's like, what is he, like 40 something?
He'd have to be now, bro. You know who was broke, like,
maybe
we're going right here.
Yeah, right up here somewhere.
We've reached the areas already.
Yeah.
We'll come back to, but when we touched on that fucking bro, that still spins me. 15 months, and up doing 7 years in the.
Yeah.
How much of that was Segro?
Yeah, 5.5. Around 5.5. Yeah, I'd say.
Explain what Segro is to some of the what
segregation
viewers,
is like universally. I think it's called what's it called? It's got a name. Like they call it in the States, but everyone uses it. You know, like
well, for us,
something isolation. I forgot what it's called, but all it is, it's just Segros. Like when you play up in the yards, they take you there. You're in just like a little same cell as like the rest of the yards, like in the yards, but you're by yourself. And
locked down 23-24.
Yeah, about 20. Depends what jail you're in, but yeah, around 22 hours a day. You get like 2-3 hours, sometimes 4 hours.
Locked down by yourself in a 4x4.
Yeah. Just in a
that takes us back to the conversation we had about hope and how it keeps you alive. Would it not?
Yeah.
It would kill you in there, but it also keeps you alive.
Yeah. So what it forced me to do was read because they took me to this other unit.
Well, that takes your mind out of a box, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, because you go crazy in there because your mind naturally starts like trying to come out. Like I was in there, like my first time I went in there, they took me to Goulburn Segro, and I was trying to come up with all this. I was making all these scenarios in my own head just to stay sane. Like I was like, hey, you like pretend practicing when I get out and that. What are you doing? Like seeing the boys, hey, you know, like I don't know, just weird shit, like walking around talking to myself and shit. But it's not because you're a spinner, it's because that's what your mind does in order to stay sane, you know what I mean?
To keep it alive.
And that's why it's no good for, like, you know, I've seen this thing, like, it's funny because these guys in the States, they created this like isolation, like people that have been in isolation, solitary confinement. That's what they call it. That's what they call it.
Solitary confinement.
Yeah. And this guy was actually in there for 5 years himself, you know, and he's like, I was spinning out because he was saying stuff. He was like, you know, like what you find is they always repeat themselves because they're used to like talking through walls. They go right here. They're used to talking through walls and shit, so they want to double check if the blokes understand. And I always do that, Like
I've noticed you do that, bro.
The side effects are like, or the aftermath of what happens. You know, when you do that much time in Segro, it's like I don't even realize, you know what I mean? And they say there's no like people say, oh yeah, but you're still strong and you made it, and like yeah, all day, but you're never the same, really. You know what I mean? Because so I have my moments and that, like even out in public and that, I can't too many people and shit, but like that's just because I got so used to being in my own like world and that, you know.
Which is a powerful tool as well, bro. In one hand, it's very powerful to be able to be alone in the space like that and in times like that.
Exactly.
Because
I'm happy that in a way that like I used it to kind of educate myself. You know, I've read a lot of books in there, like a lot of like philosophical books and like history books, war books, and that's how I like, because I started like, you know, I started becoming a schemer, and you know what I mean. I started like plotting and scheming, and like not some things weren't that great, but like a lot of them were for good. Like, you know, when I get out, like maybe I can do this. Maybe I didn't even know I was gonna do music, to be honest with you.
Well, reading will take you out of the box you're in there, and take your mind out of the box you're in, and put it into the book. I mean, for the time you're reading. Never knew you were going to do music. It wasn't music. Music was a whole party family, but wasn't it?
Yeah, but I grew up. Yeah, so 100%. I grew up in music, like singing songs and that in church, and like Samoan songs at events and whatever functions and that with my family at home, you know.
So you always had that in you, but
I always had music in me, you know. I always loved music, always had a passion for it, but
he didn't start writing until he got out. That's a spin.
Yeah,
that's a spin out.
Probably 2 songs in jail, but yeah, I reckon just pull over here because that's the house I grew up in back there, you know. But this park, I'll take you to the behaviour school after this that I went to. We practice when I was hoping and dreaming for the footy career and that. This park here, but I used to always come here a lot by myself too. I'll bring my cousins here, but they were a bit younger than that, and I'll run rings around them and that. I'll make my own little championships and that, you know what I mean, on the computer. I'll make my own little tally. And yeah.
I don't think I'm going to post them.
Alright, so after.
We'll just question them and then it'll just be a part of this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the questions are there.
I know what you're saying, yeah. That's mad.
They actually get to go.
I was 19 years old.
Or 4.
Baby,
Still fresh in the scene.
Right, this fence, bro, fuck, mate. I used to run amok here, right? Like, always coming. The boys fucking used to like come call me and that when they like steal cars and shit, and like, because I was the only one who could drive like manual at a young age.
Joey reckons you should bring girls for the back here, bro.
Nah, that's the creek. That's what the creek's for.
Sneak them down there, you reckon? In the old creek bed.
Come back with all mosquito bites and shit.
There's a swing there, isn't there?
Yeah.
What, into the water?
Oh, like across the other side.
Nah, you don't go. Nah,
I was going to say.
Nah.
Fuck, it's often some sticky situations, but I wouldn't be jumping in the creek water, bro.
But this is the back of Fairfield, you know what I mean? This part, like this area, this is the back of Fairfield.
Got knocked back by the state parole, subdued, devastated, deep in the pits. Never let go of my pain and I hated them, dealt with the enemies. Set free, thank God. Yeah, I'm still a sinner, but I know it's got me a purpose. Yeah, he took me that way on purpose. Talk about bigger plans, what? Little older, see the whole plot. Watch how I make a killing from here when they hear me.
What age did they send you here?
So, year 9, because I started school early, I think I would have been 13. Yeah, 13. 13, 14.
Well, so you were in school young?
Yeah, so I started school 4. Because I'm June, because I'm a June baby, so you either hold your...
Yeah, you start them early.
Yeah, turn right here. And yeah, because I went to a school out here, Bosley Park. I got kicked out of there year 9, and then they were trying to get me back into school somewhere. No one really would take me, so they sent me to this behaviour school. Yeah, I think for me, like what ruined my footy career was my lack of discipline. Like when I go to training and that, best trainer I did, whatever, you know, like, but I was still getting around like on the streets and that. Like I started dabbling in it again and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the boys, you know, just doing.
So purely just a lack of discipline.
Yeah, straight out. And like I'd start missing training and that. And like this is under 20s when it all started falling. You know, you don't do that shit at that level. You're almost there. Like, but when I was young, I didn't see it. Like I knew I was gonna, like in my head, I'm gonna make it, but I didn't see how critical that time was. You know what I mean?
And how detrimental it was.
Yeah, if I fuck it up, you know, or just little mistakes, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this area here, Fairfield Heights, this is where my family was when I was born, you know. A lot of Assyrians and that.
I think they were just bridging up before there was going to be a punch on there.
Nah, that's how they talk to each other. Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's aggressive, bro.
Yeah. Middle Easterns are like that, like very fucking... Yeah.
Agitated and animated.
But yeah, so this is the area my family was in when I was born.
Oh, so you were born over these ways and then back to Lewisham, or?
Nah, so I was born here,
and
then went out the back of Fairfield. Then I moved right into Fairfield, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, cause Fairfield, people don't know, like a lot of people don't know when you say Fairfield, they think Fairfield train station. But really it's a massive area, like.
Yeah, it's just blocks and blocks and blocks.
Yeah, it's very
different to the city, bro.
Yeah. This is this street here, there, that Evans. But
that?
this is where my family was.
Oh yeah.
Evans Street. Yeah, but I would have shown you the house, but it's a different house now. They're knocked down. Yeah. But this behaviour school, if you see it, I want to show you because it's just real small. Like,
was it just one building?
It's two classes, and that's it. Like, but it's just it's like the size of a house. Like, the whole kind of like a big house, you know. Yeah, we'll go straight.
Well, bro, you know what?
Get a couple of the boys that you know.
Yeah.
To like.
I want to do one with my mate Parksy.
Yeah, Parksy. Oh, he's from Penrith.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There.
But bro, when he got done for all his gun charges, bro, it was the fucking funniest story.
Like, I was just one of those kids in school. I just couldn't sit in the class for too long. You know what I mean? And I'd always start playing up and get into.
What age were you then?
Girls getting into fights and shit. 13, 14.
Year 9?
Yeah, year 9.
So year 9? Yeah, year 9.
Yeah. So, but here, if you look at the back, that was my classroom at the back. That second one. There's only 2 classes. Show it. Yeah. That was our class. I think that was the old, or maybe the younger.
And how many teachers?
3 teachers. It's 3 teachers, about 3 teachers, and probably 4 students max.
3 teachers, 4 students. That's how much they need to keep this cunt under control. Studio time. Everyone's here, huh?
Let's make music.
How does your creative process work, my bro?
I think it's different every single way, every single time, sorry. But, so like say, like Culture will send me a beat, I'll work on that. But sometimes I like beats, YouTube beats too, you know what I mean? So we just recreate them, or, you know what I mean? You can even buy them in that too, but I'd rather just recreate it and like make it our own, you know what I mean? But not so much the sound, but the same vibe, you know what I mean? Same energy. But yeah, and then when I start recording, like for me, I record at home first because I don't want to come in here. Like I can, but I'd rather have like some sort of bass, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like basic song, like idea in my head, and then come in, you know?
About the writing process?
Yeah, I don't write.
Yeah. So.
I don't write at all, so like I'll do a line and then I'll hit it with another line after it. Like I'll just do layers. I'll go bar and another bar. But at the same time in saying that too, lately I've been like jotting down a couple of things or things that I like, or flows. Because flows sometimes you do have to break them down, you know what I mean? By syllables and whatnot. So.
They wanna see my downfall, but even falling then I must be on top. Guard up when I'm moving through any spot. They wanna see my downfall, but even falling then I must be on top. Guard up when I'm moving through any spot.
I show the results of a map on the other side of that part, on the left side of it.
Like right here?
Yeah. Maybe.
All games getting all old, been pushed to the limit like Tony. Montana my star and fold. Got a soldier every direction in Sydney, me and my team wear gold. Fuck. Every direction in Sydney, me and my team wear gold. I got the moves, yeah. Ask me what I gotta lose, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
When it comes on Did a Dash, can we cut it?
Yeah.
We'll do that cut, like.
Do you regret anything in life? Choices, meetings, anything like that?
Nah, I don't. No regrets.
No regrets, just lessons learned.
Lessons learned, no regrets.
Bro, can't even take an L, it's just a lesson learned. Your thoughts on how humans can, we've already hit that one on the walk. Come party at the penthouse.
Where?
I don't know, bro. That's a bit touch and go. I don't even know who it is. No questions, let him know he's a fresh cunt. Thoughts on the band Green Day?
Who's that? Huh?
Bro, I think you were jammed up when Green Day fucking hit their peak, didn't
Green
you?
Day? Huh?
It's a punk rock band, bro.
Like, what do they sing, but? Nah, I'm sure I know them. I know. I don't know names of the rock bands, but I know their songs and that.
How old are you?
28.
28. Bro, that look like you were just going 28. When will Setbacks be on Spotify?
Before this comes out.
Before this comes out?
Yeah.
So
it's going to be out
soon.
before this.
Yeah. Has to.
It's probably out today, maybe. I don't know. Someone check, yeah.
I think it's already out.
Yeah.
It was out like 2 weeks ago.
What, on Spotify?
Yeah, it's out on Spotify now.
It's on Spotify now. I was playing
That's a
that.
mad. That's a mad.
Do you have a
That's the
missus?
thing, yeah. Got a
That
missus.
was the missus.
That was my missus.
I know we just released a track. It's fire, but what's next?
What's next? I'm probably gonna do something hard. Yeah, probably something hard, like more.
What we just previewed
like
on the
that.
story?
Yeah, probably will be that, to be honest. Yeah,
Who's real?
they're not.
Nah.
They-
Any Maori Cook Islanders in OC?
yeah, 100%. All islanders.
All Islanders?
Yeah, all islanders. Even Fijians. Like we cover the whole islander spectrum. Yeah.
Is cereal or soup?
Is cereal soup? I don't know, man.
What makes a soup?
I don't know how to do
Is
with
it
that
hot or cold?
question.
So soup's cold. Soup's
Oh,
hot,
it's like
cereal's
soup's
cold.
supposed to be hot.
I think so, bro. I mean,
It would be, it would. So it's not.
so it's not. Is cereal or soup? What do you reckon?
You can't have cold. Oh, there is cold soup, but there is cold soup.
Miso. Oh no, miso soup comes hot.
Yeah.
All right.
I need this.
What made you want to start making music?
Like I've always liked music. I've always mucked around with my own little things and that, like growing up. But like as in make music like this music, probably the boys that were like started.
Already kicking it off.
And that,
Already pioneering it.
Yeah, F.A.M.E and
Shout out to anyone?
F's and all day, yeah, F.A.M.E and F's. For me, they were the ones that tipped me over the edge into like, fuck it, I should just go
Have a crack.
I feel like I'm a half decent artist, so I should have a crack too.
Half decent artist.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hums.
Thoughts on the come up of the Enemy Boys. Do anyone know who the Enemy Boys are?
Yeah, the German, the one that
Oh yeah.
pull up. Yeah, fucking know. That song's banging hard. I don't know too much about him, but yeah, like fuck, I'm all for it. Like I don't got, yeah.
Mad. The top 5 rappers in Oz.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this is a tough one, eh?
Top 5 rappers in
I don't
Oz.
think I even know 5 rappers. Reckon?
Top 3, mate.
Top 3. Top 3. I'm gonna go with Freddie. I'm gonna go with Hefs, and I'm gonna go with Hooksy all day. He's up there too.
Freddie, Hefs,
after that,
Hooks.
after F.A.M.E, you know.
So Frenny, Hefs,
Yeah,
Hooks, shout out to those
after
3.
F.A.M.E, I don't think many can deny like he's up there too.
Alright.
But Freddie for me.
Oh, speaking of the devil, he shall appear.
We didn't plan that. We did not plan that.
What's up, bro?
Just shouted you boys out and he's come through the way. How you doing, my bro? You good? Not a question, but just a shout out. Loving the lyrics from Setbacks. Keep up the hard work and good work, Masi.
Yeah, thank you, eh? Straight up, fuck, that big support on that song, eh? Like, fucking,
Yeah,
even
bro.
the comments and that, like, it was all positive shit, none of these fucking negatives talking shit, like, it was beautiful. I was happy that people took it like that, you know?
Oh, scrap that. Who's the toughest cunt you've come across?
I can't even say
Pass?
because you don't know everyone's heart, you know what I mean? But I've come across fucking Because I don't think tough is external, I think it's internal.
It's in the
you know what
heart,
I mean?
yeah,
So
but did you play with any other mad players besides Albert Kelly and Dan Tupou?
Yeah, heaps. I played with heaps, man, but probably the other one that everyone might know is George Tafua. And a gun, like, fuck, this guy was a gun Jacob, like for my age group, fuck, he was. Did
he go all the way?
Yeah. He did, but I don't know where he is now. But straight out, I've got to say him, because fuck, when we were playing, he was a dead set gun, hey.
What high school did you go to, bro?
I went to 3. So I went to Bosley, I went to a behaviour school, Candy Tutorial, and I went to Westfield.
We touched on that a little bit earlier as well.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite UK driller?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't really. After the boy showed me Tachavelli, I'm gonna have to say Tachavelli now. I've been fucking repeating him hard. He's hard. His voice too. He's got the fuck out.
Yeah. Bro sounds like he just drinks diesel.
Yeah,
man.
he's got a crazy voice, eh? But his story, like backstory, it's pretty good too. Like.
The last one. Do you fuck with Cursor?
I wouldn't say I fuck with him, but it's not like I don't fuck with him, you know what I mean? I just don't really like that. Yeah, that's not my flavour of music, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say a bad word if I can't.
No.
You know, like, it's like me talking on a genre that I'm not even kind of in, you know what I mean?
100%. Well, that's a wrap, bro.
Fucking no.
That's a wrap. A Westside Story, Masi Rooc.
Yeah, let's do it.
Mad.
Almighty name.
They wanna see my downfall, but if I'm falling, then I must be on top. Guard up when I'm moving through any block, I can get shot. Stick and move, it's what I do, nothing new. Been through hell and back, got burnt now, teach you the ways of a madman. Feeling on top of the world like North Pole, that's why I must be cold. Yeah, me and my bros been at it for years, these war games getting real old. Been pushed to the limit like Tony, Montana, my style don't fold. Got a soldier every direction in Sydney, me and my team we're gold. I got the moves, yeah. Ask me what I gotta lose, yeah. Stick and move.